think the one job on Earth, sort of somewhat related to this, not dealing with like getting rid of bugs and stuff, but you know, people who clean houses after people have died.
Yeah,
that's like the one job I don't think I could do.
Oh, it depends how horribly they die.
Yeah. Well, because normally, you know, when you get older, you struggle to take care of yourself, so the house gets like really like, you know, fucked. And I saw one about Japan. It's so depressing. And it's just like...
No, it happens very often in Japan.
Yeah. And they go in and they're just like, well, we're just going to take all this guy's possessions and trash them and stuff. It's like, oh, that would break my heart, dude. Just going into someone's house trying to figure out like what their like life was like and stuff. I couldn't do it.
Oh,
I mean, I guess. I mean, like I don't give a fuck. But because bring in the trash truck.
I
thought you meant people who had like been brutally murdered.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's a pretty bad job. I mean, that's probably one part of it. But like, what if you're like a guy who like couldn't take care of yourself? You're like 70, and you know, maybe you couldn't make it to the toilet and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I feel like
the room smells like shit yourself.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it happens. Like it happens.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I think that'd be like a fine job. I mean,
can't say I'll do it. Give me a tenner.
I mean, it's not a pleasant job, but I feel like it's.
Would it not freak you out just knowing that like someone was there, like and living there, like a week ago? That would freak me out.
I think you get pretty numb to it after a while.
Yeah.
Though.
I mean, I feel like cleaning out, you know, all of their stuff. You just like be like, oh, this is someone's legacy. You know, this is someone's entire life.
Why would it freak you out?
I don't know. Just trying to figure out what happened. Like, what was their life like?
Maybe they wouldn't. I think that's super interesting.
Yeah.
You get like a peek into someone's. Not saying like this is like a glorious job or something, but I think, you know, if someone died peacefully of like old age or something, and you're cleaning their house, I think that would be like a really interesting way to
you can like
really
piece together what they're like,
piece together what kind of person they are, and like,
I think unfortunately in the modern era we have this peaceful ignorance that we think that. A lot of deaths are this like pleasant. He passed away with his friends and family, especially in like Japan and stuff. It's like no, like Tanaka-san died aged 19 in his apartment, and his family hadn't seen him in 5 years, and he doesn't have any friends. And
and
he's just a skeleton now.
And it's like it's
it happens
because the video was like following this guy that I watched, and he was cleaning it out. And it was just like, he was like, yep, it looks like he tried to make some food right before he passed, but he wasn't able to. And it's like, oh, man, just
heartbreaking.
Just wanted the curry, dude. Like, we all deserve that. We all deserve just a nice
before
meal.
the curry.
Wait, so how did they die then?
Well, you know, if you're getting really old and you're not, you know, and you're not able to make it to the toilet and stuff, and you can barely get out of bed, and no one's there to help you, you know, it can be really fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, one day your heart could just be like, I don't think so, and then just stop, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are worse ways to pass away than that. I mean, they died in their home, and, you know, I think that would be something where a lot of people wish to pass away.
I think a worse job is, like, the people who have to clean up after, like, train accidents.
Yeah, that would be traumatic for me.
That would suck ass.
Like, to me, if I knew a guy died peacefully, peacefully of old age in their own house, I'm like, you know what? Death is never a nice thing, but if there was a way that I would want to go, it would be like that, you know, just nice and peaceful in the comfort of my own home.
Just like very quietly, you know, just like reflecting on that person's life. Meanwhile, you know, it's like, oh, cool, this guy jumped in front of a train. I have to pick up his fucking pieces of his skull. You know, it's like I would much rather do the house job than the other one.
I know. I remember I stayed at an Airbnb once. And the guy running this Airbnb was like this old Japanese guy. He was he was like in his 70s or something, and it was like showing us, you know, giving us a tour around the house. And it's a bit morbid actually, but just like 1 block away from their house was like a graveyard. Right, and we had to walk through this graveyard to get to his house. Right, and he pauses at one of the graves, and he talks about, oh, this is you know, my dad's here, my granddad is here, and I'm gonna be right there. And me and Sydney go,
he's always prepared. He's prepared.
Cool. That's. How'd you react to that? How'd you react to an old guy being like, yeah, I'm gonna be there in a few years. I'm like,
why wait? Let's do it now. Okay, out of nowhere.
But I mean, he you know, I can't even like begin to empathize what my thoughts would be like at that age. You know, at what point do you just accept your own mortality and you just come to terms with it and come to peace with it?
I think that's kind of badass though, to be like, you know, just kind of facing reality and being like,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm gonna be there soon. I'm just gonna enjoy life, you know,
Yeah.
while I still have it, kind of thing. You know.
Yeah.
He's pre-ordered it. He pre-ordered his gravestone.
Pre-ordered the
Pre-ordered death.
he had like the space, like, and everything. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, for, like, to me as a young guy, to me
Yeah.
as like a guy in his 30s, that's like, dude, that's a bit morbid to me. But I mean, I don't know. I at that age, I don't know how I'd feel.
Well, people in Japan like everything planned out.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
do.
They like everything to
That's
be
true.
predictable. They're like, I want to know when I'm dying, so
Yeah.
I can figure out how many crochets I need to do.
Okay, at which age would you ever consider getting life insurance? Right? Because
Isn't it when you get like kids, you're supposed to?
Yeah, usually.
or like writing a will, right? 'Cause
Right.
It's something you never really think about.
But don't they say that you should write a will like in your 20s?
Yeah, I've wanted.
Yeah.
To. I've been meaning to.
Yeah. Like,
feel like-
we're at that age group where we should have a will already.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I think it's when you have something. You know, if we're quite successful, we've done well.
Yeah.
And so if you have some savings that could be of great help to your family members
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
fuck the government. Don't give it to them.
Yeah.
Make sure you know in your family who gets
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
So I think if you have anything worth giving to your family that is significant, you should do well at any age. You know, God forbid something happens, but
Yeah,
you know,
God forbid, right?
and to
But-
my sister, I give my entire body pillow collection. Nothing else. Do not touch the bank
Good.
money.
who am I giving my YouTube channel to?
I do.
I'm literally giving away clout. Who wants the clout on
I-
my YouTube channel?
I have already decided that I want the reading of my will to be a comical endeavor. So I'm going to add the most stupid items to my will and be extremely specific with instructions, just to get a good laugh from the grave.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I don't have any brothers or sisters,
Mm.
and I would hope that I pass away after my parents. So, and I don't have any kids right now.
Mm.
So at this point, I'm just like, when is there ever that like awkward conversation or that awkward realization to be like, I should write a will or I should look into life insurance? Because I don't know, like I don't know about your parents, but like I remember like a few years ago, my parents told me that they had started writing their wills, and I'm just like, Mom, Dad, I don't want to think about that right now. You know, just don't tell me. I don't want to. I acknowledge it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, just I don't want to hear about it.
I mean, my
you know?
dad just used to meme his will all the time, like growing up, being like, if I ever did like a good deed, my dad would be like, I'm adding that to the will. You get an extra item on my will. It's like, yes! My sister be like, what the fuck?
It's like a fucking competition. It's like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
who wants the house and the will? Who's it gonna be?
Yeah, because like I told the story of how like I gave my dad wanted like a car engine.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And he's like, son, the entire record collection that I have was to your sister, but now it's under your name now. I was just like, yes!
I'd like to think your dad doesn't even have a will, and he's just making shit
he's just
up.
making it up.
He's just saying shit as he goes along.
Probably. But yeah, I remember I read somewhere, I think it was on like a Japanese program, that they recommend that you should just write a will like as soon as you're just like have
I
awareness
think it's
of
pretty
like
cheap.
your
It's
life.
pretty cheap. I think
Yeah.
any document, and then you get it witnessed, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
fucking
it's
know.
that complicated. I think it's just like going out of your way to be like, hey, I'm going to write about the moment after I've passed away and who gets my belongings. And you know, before you think to yourself, and you're like, I don't have any belongings worth giving away to begin with. Why would I write a will? Who
Well, my JoJo collection needs to go somewhere.
would you give that to? Who would you give that to? Would you
I
trust
would-
one of
I
your
would-
family
Alright,
members to it?
I would trust the boys with my JoJo figures. I'd like to think
Oh.
that you'd keep on to them.
Thank you
You'd-
very
you'd
much.
treat them well.
You would
Definitely not reselling that.
You can resell it if you want. I better get good price. It's my JoJo.
Like on your deathbed, I'll be like, could you just like quickly sign
Yeah,
these?
hopefully my name won't be worthless at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be worth something. I don't know.
How do you go about like what is the structure of writing a will though? That's what I've always wanted to know. Like, do you write it like a novel or like a letter? Like,
I think you can be as
can you
playful.
write it like a poem?
I think you can be as playful as you want with it. You ever
Yeah.
thought about doing a video will?
A video? Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my will. So I'm dead.
Is that like the new YouTuber fucking trend? We've had apology videos. Now we just have. Now we just
Make
have-
sure to subscribe.
So-
Just kidding.
so
You're not gonna get another video after
You've
this.
heard of I made this video 5 years ago and uploaded it.
Yeah.
Get ready for I made this video when I was alive, and it's to play when I died. I think that would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Like kind of
Also-
like, so if you're watching this video, I'm dead.
But
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
the payoff might not work if like YouTube like doesn't exist in like 60 years.
Or it's probably going to be like age restricted
Yeah.
and fucking banned off YouTube. I mean, imagine that. Someone like dies of like a terminal
Well,
cancer.
no, you can play a video of a dead person on YouTube.
Well, I mean,
It's not it's not you showing the fucking footage of you dying.
I mean, the
It's like me now, age 20. I record something. I'm like, this
Oh,
is to be
yeah,
played.
yeah.
Not me like, bye guys, boom. Like, it's not that. It's
I mean, like the only like closest thing I could think of was like the unfortunate thing of what happened with Etika, and that that got removed my YouTube. So I don't know. We've never had it before, so I guess we've never had like a precedent before of like what would happen.
There's these YouTubers who have died, and the videos are still up. I think that was a special.
But
circumstance.
has there been a YouTuber who has recorded their like a goodbye video? Post
right before they die.
No. Like a goodbye video that would be uploaded post mortem. You know, does that make sense?
Without, okay, can I ask a morbid question? Are you asking that without the intention of then doing something very sinister?
Yeah, without the
Like
intention.
natural
no,
causes.
Let's say they have like a terminal illness or something, and
Oh yes, there is.
there has been.
There
that.
is.
Yeah,
There
I'm
was
sure
a,
there has
been.
There was a very it's a powerful watch.
I don't think I could like. I don't think I have the
it's
heart
hard,
to
it's
watch.
hard to
Yeah,
watch.
I don't think I can watch
A
it.
guy was vlogging his cancer journey.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name. I wish I knew the name off by heart, but it's hard to watch because
Yeah.
you know he's doing well at some points, and then it's unfortunately it takes a turn for the worst.
Yeah.
And the last few videos he uploads are very painful. He's in like the hospice, and
Oh god.
and you know it's really I think that it's very rare that we had footage of watching that, but yeah, he was uploading a video, and yeah, he unfortunately passes away, but all the videos are there and his whole journey's there, and
Yeah.
it's very inspiring.
But how cool is it that, at least, all of that is now documented, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Forever.
yeah.
And that's just like out there for people to watch and be
Yeah.
inspired by. Like that's
I can
that's dope.
imagine that
I think
a
that's
lot of people
badass.
found comfort with it. I mean, yeah, it's hard to watch because
Yeah.
it's just
I don't think I could.